Stop right now. Don't make any improvements to your home unless you know what kind of return on investment you're going to get. So listen, if you're going to shell out thousands or maybe even tens of thousands of dollars on improving your home just to turn around and sell it, you better know what kind of a return on investment you're going to get. So today in this video, we're going to break down the top 3 improvements you can make to your home to get the best return on investment. And we're also going to talk about 3 improvements that won't get you as much back as you think. So let's get right into this. The number 1, bar none, absolute slam dunk home improvement you can make, and I recommend it to just about every seller, is paint. Listen, we live in our homes, whether it's kids, grandkids, pets, whatever it may be, the walls get wear and tear. Even if you think, hey, I just painted my house a few years ago, you would be shocked at what a fresh coat of paint will do. Not only does it brighten and freshen, but hey, a lot of us paint our homes for our specific taste. It might have been 20 years ago, it might have been 5 years ago, but it probably what you wanted your home to look like. And that may or may not coincide with what today's buyer is looking for. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, we've talked about this in other videos, but Chris, they're just gonna turn around and paint it whatever the color they want. Yeah, that may be true, but we're trying to get them in the door to write the offer in the first place. And if they can't picture themselves walking into your home with the 1990s pale yellow paint color or the 2000s dark red paint color, whatever color you have, even if it's brand new, gray, white, but it's got scuffs all over the place, they're gonna have a hard time ponying up the money that you wanna get out of the sale. So listen, let's do a fresh coat of paint. It might be only in a few rooms, and you might be able to do it yourself. But even if you pay somebody to do it, I promise you'll get absolutely 100% and more of your money back on that improvement. All right, number 2, and this one is carpet. Now, we could broaden this out to flooring in general, but flooring has a wide range of costs, and even carpet does as well. The reason I mention carpet is that it's an easy change, and you can typically find good deals on carpet from some of your local carpet places. Make sure you talk to your real estate agent about some of the places that they know where you can get a good deal. But even if you just clean your carpet with a good steam cleaner, if it's new enough and it gets any stains out, it makes a huge difference when a buyer walks in the door and sees that fresh, clean carpet. New carpet is all that much better, and I promise you'll get 100% or more out of that improvement for sure. Okay, now this last one, the third one, is a little bit bigger of an improvement. It's probably not something I'm going to recommend you do right before you sell, but if you've thought to yourself, will finishing my basement add value to my home? Yes, absolutely it will. I recommend finishing your basement not only for your own personal enjoyment, but it absolutely will add value to your home. You see, it's one of the most sought after things that buyers are looking for, and it adds valuable living space. Now, one caveat is that typically below grade square footage is not counted as the same value as above grade square footage, but it will absolutely add value to your home, and it'll make it more marketable. So I would say if you're gonna live in your home for at least 3 to 5 years or more, go ahead and finish that basement, enjoy it, and when you sell, reap the rewards. Now let's talk about 3 improvements that really don't get you the money back that you might think. And this is when we're talking about these really big mega home improvements like an addition. See, a lot of times people ask me, hey, do you know anybody who could do an addition on my house? And the first question I ask is, why do you want to do an addition? And tell me about what you're trying to do. You see, if you're just trying to add space, which is what most people are trying to do with an addition, I would typically recommend that you go ahead and just buy a new home. You see, it's probably going to cost more than you're going to get back, and you might very well over improve the home for your neighborhood. So make sure you check with a realtor about what that looks like. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is major structural improvements like adding a new roof. Now listen, if you need a new roof, you need a new roof. You don't want to sell your house with a leaky roof. But if you think that by putting on a brand new roof that could cost you anywhere between $15,000 and $30,000 or more, depending on the size of your house, if you think you're going to get that back when you go to sell, I've got bad news for you. It's just not going to happen. You see, good condition roof is something that buyers expect, and they might be willing to pay a little bit more for a roof that's 5 years or newer, but certainly not anywhere near what you spend on it. And the last improvement that I don't recommend you make, because it's not going to go ahead and add really any return on your investment, is anything really specific to your needs or your situation. Let's say you go ahead and convert your basement into an in-law suite or a second kitchen. You might find buyers that really like that, but what you're doing is you're really narrowing down your buyer pool to a specific set of buyers who like that, rather than keeping it broad. So before you go and add any kind of thing like that, and things as well like removing bedrooms. Let's say you have a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom house and you say, I want to take one out to make another one bigger. Well, that might suit your needs very well, but it's really going to diminish the value of your home in the eyes of a buyer who's looking for those extra bedrooms. So make sure you check with a realtor. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be happy to give you advice on whether the improvement you want to do is going to get you the money that you're seeking.